Hey everyone, it's Romy here with a video in collaboration with the Cape Town Music Academy and giving you thoughts and advice. My thought for this video is on practicing, practicing is maybe the wrong word. Anyone who knows me knows that I don't practice nearly enough. And while practicing is really important to get your technical skills up, I think there are other ways of practicing, and a way that I use is just listening intentionally, I guess. If I would call it anything, I guess I'd call it that. Because we are surrounded by so many things in our everyday life that are making music, you know. We are on a beautiful koppie here. We're very privileged to have a lot of birds around us, and birds are making music the whole time. And often I sit outside in the morning and I listen to the grooves that some of the doves are making. You know, it's like they're making house grooves, those doves. And I try and formulate bass lines over them, or I move the one and see what happens if I move the one, or just, you know, I sometimes when I'm cleaning or washing the dishes, I have the TV on. The TV is constantly, it's got music on it, even in adverts or things like that. And if I hear a melody, I try to listen to it intentionally. And I'm not talking about analyzing everything you hear or picking apart everything you hear, because that can be exhausting. But I'm just talking about using everyday things to stretch your ear, which is what I try and do. And if there's a melody, I try and, hear the pitch of it, but that's a lot harder and something that I guess takes quite a lot of practice. But if you just try and hear it in terms of intervals, you know, and there's a melody playing and you've got in your head, you've got the scale in your head and you're going 8, 7, okay, 4, 5, 2, and then I try and go to my bass and test myself on that and see whether I was right or not, and if I was wrong, where did I go wrong, what interval did I hear wrong, why did I hear it wrong. This is, I guess, all in an effort just to utilize everything that is around us to stretch my musical ability in some way, and in my case it's my ear, because my ear is something that I rely on 95% of the time. I use it when I solo, I use it when I'm trying to remember bass lines for songs. I rely heavily on my ear, and so it's something that I have to try and keep going, and I have to try and keep my ear exercised because it's so important to me. But I've just realized that now in this lockdown, we spend a lot of time at home. I realized how much there is around us that we can listen to, and how many things we can take note of and utilize to I guess stretch ourselves or exercise ourselves in some way. And I do this quite often subconsciously, and then I try every now and then to do it consciously, because it doesn't happen all the time. But this is a thing, I think, that it can only really grow you. It's not about analyzing everything you hear. Like I said, it's really not about that, because sometimes a beautiful melody is a beautiful melody. But also we need to be intentional about how we use our ears. And this is all, I see it as all a part of practicing for the times that you're not with your instrument and not working out transcriptions and not playing etudes or scales. This is another way to extend your ear with things that are around you all the time. So that's how I see it, and hopefully you can gain something from it.